Hello everyone, I am Myzaluk and welcome to a battle of the Promethean Directive. Today we have the second Swarm CV Wings versus T&M Naval Base. The CV Wings Swarm in the background there is part of one of the events, while this here is the very ramshackle defenses that the Imperial Taio army have managed to slap together. It appears that they have been rather underfunded compared to their counterparts in the Navy, mirroring the real-life Imperial-Japanese rivalry. So the Navy have just beached a ship here, and that's their plan for laser defense. With that introduction done, I'm going to unpause and watch this thing get to work. That's a beefy-sounding laser. I really like the depth charge style decoy launchers, whereas this truck here similarly has a decoy that it launched, and I think immediately hit the fire director with. But we'll see how well these lasers do. I mean, lasers are obviously optimized for fighting aircraft like these, but they may not be able to take them out fast enough. There are 85 drones present in this battle, and the lasers are switching targets fairly frequently. I was definitely not looking at that. Come on, give me a drone. Shift caps lock is very inconsistent at times. Nope. Am I gonna need to pause to be able to shift caps you? Thank you. More people than I expected showed up. Welcome everyone. The truck is a decoy truck. This is a tiny one. This defense is for T&M Naval Base, which gets only a little over 100,000 defenses. It's hard to tell if the ship is on fire badly or if it's just the laser light. Looks like just the laser light so far. Exquisitely detailed as always for ITN builds, including some sandbags that were slapped down here. You know, I bet these use the ammo box. Maybe. I don't know. Because I thought they would have been, because that's an easy shape to just copy, but they don't have the, at least I assume they don't have the knob that the ammo boxes come with on one side. So I'm not sure. Oof. There goes the command. There goes one laser. Ooh. What size missiles are these? Goodness. The ship didn't stand a chance. Lasers are now disabled, it looks like. I mean, one turret's still turning, but it ain't shooting. Oh yeah, this thing's not very equipped for the task at hand. Tiny armor. Mix of wood, metal, and stone. That's not going to cut it against... I assume those are decode large missiles, or maybe just long, medium missiles. I'm not sure. This is the small city, yes. These are on the player factions, only to manually despawn them if they get under. Which, yep, everything but the decoy truck has been killed. And something tells me this decoy truck can't take on these drones. Even if Rambot himself has taken the wheel. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Drive, drive! I can hear it incoming. Okay. Reverse! Alrighty. That's this battle concluded. As expected, the city has been destroyed. I'll tally up the drone losses and reflect those on the sheet. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, this is Luke, and welcome to the first Swarm CV Wings versus Hagura Naval Yard and Hagura City of the Imperial Taio Navy. These cities, similarly to the last battle, have rather scraped together defenses consisting of grounded laser ships, and in this case, one big capital defense turret. And they are against an identical force to the one before, which is right there. So, let's watch and see how things go. This time there are more lasers. 5 times the defense vessels with a big cannon to hopefully, for the thinners anyways, hopefully distract some of the incoming fire. And this thing also has a chance of hitting the enemies too, despite what you would expect for it being a bulky turret. I like how this thing has a wire decoration that goes all the way around that fire director up over the top, joins up with another one that went into this guy, I think, all the way forward into this. The deco work is insane. But they also left a heavy armor block. Interesting. I should probably focus on the battle. Looks like one drone right here is having a very bad time, and another one is likely to soon. Already there's 2 drones taken out, another one relatively badly damaged. These drones use a variety of missiles, and in some cases, like this guy here, railguns. Or at least it's decorated to look like a railgun. I don't know if it actually is, or if it's an APS, or that's non-rail, or whatever else it could be. I guess looking at the components, it seems like it may just be a regular APS. I've not seen rail magnets. Someone with more experience with CGEs could tell me if there's a generator on these, but I don't think there is. Because you definitely need a generator to be able to power a railgun like that. Another one here is losing its spin-clipped jet engine. And its detection harness. And its cannon. And the rest of its cannon. With more detection. And the hull is now all that remains. I suspect the ITN will win this one just by sheer numbers. Or not by numbers, I guess, but by sheer number of lasers. Last time they just didn't have enough firepower to focus down drones effectively, but this time, with 5 vehicles and a big turret to hopefully track most of the incoming missiles, they stand a pretty good chance. The drones are quite large, at least some of them. I think most of them cost at least 30k or more. A lot of 2 damaged drones. This one here costs 17,000. It's one of the cheaper ones. But that might also be the cost after damage. The railgun ones I know are pretty expensive. But there's also not as many of them. This is the Seeker missile, so 17. Okay. I don't know if any of the cannon ones are left. they've probably all been shot down. Because I assume they were higher on the target prio. Yeah. Ooh. These guys nearly took this one out. The cannon... Oh, okay. Only 12,000, I guess? Huh. I guess cannons are probably cheaper than missiles. Nothing much left there. And it looks like these missiles aren't the most accurate either. A lot of misses lying on the ground. I don't know if that's from ECM or just their small targets. I mean, they really shouldn't be that small. Who knows? Could someone do a poll in chat for the best Q of laser, aesthetically speaking? For me, it's probably either 1Q or 0Q. Maybe 2Q. I don't think there's too much to be said for 3 or 4. But I'm also someone who hasn't used lasers as a main weapon on a craft in like 3 years. So certainly do not consider me a laser connoisseur. This one's been gutted. Ooh, I like how whatever settings I have are actually displaying damage marks on blocks. Looks like 2 high nodes have taken decent damage and the defense tower is down 10%. It probably got breached if it's taken that much damage. It does have heavy armor sides, but they're not that thick. Let's get in here. Yeah, it has lost a section of autoloaders. But if we go over to the map view, we can see that the drone swarms... Okay, that one still got most of its units. Most of them. A lot of them. This one's lost 4 out of 5 in that squadron. Lost 1 out of 5. Lost none. Lost 3. Lost 3. Lost 2. And lost 3. And this one here, I think, has lost 4 out of 10. So we were probably at about 20 or 30% atrophy among the attacking aircraft. Might be higher if there are squadrons that aren't left alive for me to check their number. I don't remember quite how many groups I spawned in. I think it was 5 groups of 10 plus another 7, so there should be 12 squadrons. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So all the squadrons are still intact with at least 1 aircraft. But the atrophy among them remains between 0 and 80%. You can do it, missile. Oof. That missile can do it. Where did that missile go? It either went all the way through, but I don't think it did, or it's still under here. I don't know. Maybe I'm just mad, but I could have sworn there was a missile that just dove under there. Naturally, there's still plenty of drones getting lasered out of the sky. since this is on the player team, I want to see what your stats are. So this one's broken, but since it was alive, is that only if it's working? Can I see the stats? 0 hit, 0 hit. So unless the now damaged barrel hit, the cannon's yet to do anything. Not surprising, but I know that in a previous battle it managed at least some hits. Uh-oh, this high node looks toast. This one here is down to 40%, so I'll scrap it. Another one is down to 3/4, other 3 are slightly damaged. But they're all still the remaining 4 are all still somewhat functional, even if they've lost some power or lasers. Actually, this one here may be crippled. Yeah, it's trying to fire, you can see the lights turning on, but it's lost that capability. That's the, 75% one. Unsurprisingly. Has this one also been? Nope, it's still got lasers. Looks like the ones with cannons are firing AP frag or HE frag. We can see the armor here did get breached in a couple places. Probably how the autoloaders got broken. Yeah. Checking and back in on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 squads. So one has been annihilated. This one I think has lost 1 craft. Has lost probably 2. Has lost 4. So they've lost another 3 there. I think 1. Just lost another one. Looks like this one's lost 3. Lost 3. Lost 4. Lost 4. And lost 4. So the drones are probably less than half remaining, based on that kind of off-the-cuff calculation, with most of the remaining ones being the cheaper and less powerful seeker drones, with only a couple of the cannon ones left, which are the thinkers, I think they are. Yeah, it's mostly these seeker 4s. Doesn't look like the lasers do much damage. I don't know if they were designed to have the endurance for a fight this long, but they do get there eventually. Yep, that's that guy done for. Of the 4 remaining high nodes, looks like this one is also crippled. This one here is done for. Let me scrap that one. 40% health, so should be despawning. Whereas decoy truck, same thing. Is this laser inactive? Probably. So I think there's just 1 functional high node left to face close to half the drone swarm, maybe 40% of it. There's probably about 35 left in the air. So there's 5 in that squad, plus 7 is 12, 13, 14, 19, 20, 27, 29, 36, and then I think this one's got 9, so 45 drones left out of 80. 85. This will probably still be a loss, but at least it'll have done more damage. Ooh. This thing is down to 1 turret left, and then it's over. Have you managed to do any better, Cannon? 0 out of 32, 0 out of 30. Nope. We can see the decoration skin is cracking, revealing the facade that it hides. Bro, why is there detailing on the bottom of this? I don't know if that's intentional or not. Maybe not? I think that may just be some of the decorations got broken off, so it leaves height variation where there wasn't meant to be. Going back to the last functioning high node, we can see that it is no longer a functioning high node. Scrapping the 2 that are below health, this one will join them very shortly. And then it's just the capital defense tower, which we know can't hit drones. This one just dropped down to 42%. So all that's left now is this fella. And I think with him left alive, we'll be able to call it early. This is the ITN getting defeated again, yes. I mean, the redo of the battle, I guess, helped show off the deficiencies of the high nodes. And means that the drone swarm is now at lower strength. But the event as a whole may need some nerfing to make sure that they don't sweep the Tayo, who do not have an effective defense right now. In general, the event fleets are meant to supplement the game's action by providing stuff that happens when wars are not. And, I mean, Tayo is not at war, but I don't fully know the reasons behind their postponement of that. Just the coastal battery. Oh. Okay, both fire directors remain unmolested by enemy fire. Oh, one more drone died. Don't know if that was... Well, I mean, we can check and see if it was getting hit or if that was due to a friendly collision or something. It was not due to this hitting it anyways. Java just asked to make changes to my device, and I don't know why. Okay. Every time I get a pop-up when I'm in FTD, I'm like, has it crashed? Okay, no, thank goodness. This thing is being racked by secondary explosions right now. But I think we can call the battle here. There's not going to be any more drones shot down, certainly. Just at most some collisions. So I'll tally up the number remaining, update the event sheet. And yeah, that is the defeat of Hagoro City. Thank you all for watching.